and depth. Then inside it, a companion object means whatever we write inside it, it will remain static or fixed values. In our case, it is used to create a singleton instance of retrofit. Now what is singleton? Singleton is a class that is limited to instantiation to a single instance only. Means, in simple words, it can be only instantiated once. Then let me write the code first and then I'll explain you.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm just coding. I'm learning to code. I'm building a news app. I'm trying to. I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating on a tutorial while I'm recording this. I've never built anything in my life. So I'm using Kotlin and the Android Studio. And it's my, fifth day of trying to learn to code. So So basically, it's a web app where it's an app that links to my own news blog, Tekanova. I don't know, to be honest. I'm doing so many things wrong as I'm going along, and I've got like some video tutorials by a wonderful woman. She's a lady from India. She runs this website. If you guys are interested, um, the best YouTube tutorials I've found is Android Knowledge, and this lady is just amazing. but she kind of, I don't know, I think you have to be like an intermediate coder to understand what's going on. But she's, yeah, Android Knowledge, that's a YouTube channel that I'm using. But then I'm also using ChatGPT to help me. People are telling me to use all these other different languages, but honestly, I don't know anything about coding. Somebody was telling me about Cursor yesterday, and it's just because there's so much to learn, and there's so many different things out there, and I want to learn the language a little bit. I know everybody's saying that there's AI tools and they'll just do it for you and all this. I've tried all those. They don't really just do everything for you. You need to, what I've learned trying to do it for bloody 6 months now is that you need to know a language. And so this is this is Android Studio, and the language I'm using is Kotlin, which is, I've heard, similar to Java. So if I learn Kotlin, I can also hopefully use Java. Now I think the benefit of Java or Kotlin was that you can use it across different platforms, maybe like you can build both apps for iOS and Android. But this is all just my first test. I'm a 40-year-old man trying to learn coding, just as a kind of hobby, and just interests me. I just love technology, so if you guys are into technology, I go to a lot of events and document them and interview people that are founders in the tech scene. So I'm a tech journalist part-time. I'm going to an event tomorrow, so feel free to subscribe. I live in London and I run a website called techanova.net. During the day I run a marketing agency as well. So I know a lot about marketing and SEO and all that stuff, but I've always wanted to build an app, and I know I can just give this to somebody to do, but I'm gonna try do it myself. Yeah, Visual Studio, I have it downloaded, and I didn't really open it. I just find the Android Studio, I think since Kotlin, which is, I think, by Google, and it's recently kind of paired up with Android Studio, and not recently, but it's basically working together quite well, and they've developed it, and it's apparently made things easier for people to produce apps. Can you hack a CIA website? Hopefully, give me another month. Silver Eagle, give me another month. There is a lot of crazy stuff that you learn. Like I just, a couple of hours ago, I just was going into API keys and getting API keys and learning a lot about that, and then you do begin to realize how the hackers of the world work. Like if you're not protected with a firewall or VPN, it's actually quite easy to do really sinister things, let's say. Then use the net dot on the visual so you can design an app or website. I don't know what that means, Demer or Isal. If you can explain, I would appreciate it. Do you mean like the emulator or something? Because I can bring up the emulator here, then I can see the thing on the side here, but I just haven't pressed the play button and developed it. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, guys. I know it's very boring. People just come in and think, who's this weirdo? What's he doing? But I'm just recording this for myself, so then I can go back and go through the steps again. And then hopefully in a year when I look back, I can see how bad I was. Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, it's because this lady, the one who's running these tutorials, right, Android Knowledge, she's given all the code as well on her. She's got a website, you see, And on the website, she's given you all the code for some of it. But now the problem is her code, like I'm doing more of a bespoke thing to link with my website. She's done a general one that links to like the API of, I can't remember what was she's using this news channel, and it's just basically pulling all the news from all over the place. But I want it to just pull the news from my website. And why is this going crazy? And so yeah, so I'm kind of having to adapt it a bit. Now I do use ChatGPT and it does help me a bit here and there. But sorry, my gimbal's going a bit mad. I'll check it out though, Silver Eagle. I've never heard of it. Everything's new to me. And every day someone pops into the room and says, "Hey, why don't you use this? And you should use that. And you should use this." And I'm like, "Oh my god." There's just a crazy time we're living in. Like, you can't blink without missing a new piece of technology, can you? Are you a coder, Silver Eagle? Means that you can just... It used to be. Did you have a bad experience? You thought, no, not for me, mate. I'm gonna pack it in. Okay, why don't you? It means that you can design an app to make you... Okay. I'll check it out, Dimir. I kind of just want to get all this stuff down, and I know there's lots of red and there's lots of mistakes. I just want to get all the coding down, then I'm going to go work my way back, see everything that I've messed up, use, talk to a few people, and also use ChatGPT. I can't, like, if someone tries to explain it to me, I'm just one of those guys. I have to, like, do it. I have to do it. Otherwise, if I don't do they fired you. Is it because you tried to hack into the CIA? Down in London, it'd be the MI5 or the GHQ. Okay, let's try and get this done. File build. Why is it computer? Normally I'd have some music on, but I can't listen to music and do things at the same time because I'm stupid. This is wrong. And I think she's using an older version of Android Studio as well, or Kotlin or whatever. She does go very fast as well, bloody hell. See, that's just wrong, isn't it? And like, I'm just learning everything so case sensitive, and it's nuts. I don't know how, like, you coders, Silver Eagle, you're geniuses, man. No, just Facebook accounts. Mate, oh god. Okay, just don't hack me, please. I have nothing of value, okay? Really. It's all just wrong, isn't it? Yeah, man, they've, and I feel like with everything, like I feel all these tools now, all these subscriptions that want us to get, um, it's like tech is becoming this like rich people's like playground as well at the same time. And I've noticed how there used to be way more quality YouTube tutorial videos, and there still are. But since all these like course websites have come out, you know, now everybody's just like migrated, and you got to pay for everything, which is fine. I mean, people got to earn a living. Really, back in the day, you could get IP address of someone in the same server and emulate the IP address and get Wi-Fi access and do a lot of stuff. But now it's bloody hell. So you were there in the early days, then, eh? Silver Eagle. You've probably seen everything changing it rapidly. God knows how the world's going to look like in about 5 to 10 years. What's it done here? I don't even know how to get that symbol. Client, okay, HT. See, I think like what she's using. And the thing is, when I type all the code and then I like put it into ChatGPT, then it does like sort out the code straight away, which is cool. Tell me what I've done wrong. So, kind of so much. It's amazing what goes into a bloody. What did she say? Bro, I suggest you spend a lot of time getting on. Yeah, it's interesting you should mention GitHub, right? Because I did go to GitHub and I was trying to find templates and stuff and then put them into the, open them in Android Studio, right? Yeah, and I saw all the coding and stuff, but I just don't. When I look at the, when I look at stuff online, it's all like another. Well, basically, it's another language. And then I tried to open the code in Android Studio, and it wasn't quite what I wanted and stuff. And then I started to do a lot of adaptations, and then everything messed up. I don't know what I did. That was a horrible day. But yeah, I've seen GitHub. I have spent a bit of time on GitHub, and I've seen like it's got loads of templates and there's lots of conversation going on. But the problem is, I don't know what the hell people are talking about. But yeah, GitHub is pretty cool. It's just it amazes me like there's just there's people out there who do this. And I don't know, how long did it take you to learn this, stuff? And I think some people just have a knack for it. And you have to be very logical, which I'm not. Bit of an ADHD dude. But when I start something, I can get quite obsessive as well. Yeah, Silver Eagle, I tried to do this. Like, I was using Claude as well. And then it just, because it doesn't understand, like, the full context of what I'm trying to build. And I think that's to do with the way I'm communicating it, because I can't, I just want to get something, like the bare bones of something. But I know what you're saying. I can see how that would work. Because it would just generate little snippets of code. And, but it depends whether you can really communicate what you want effectively. And I suppose, like, what I'm asking for is very simple in a way. But it's just all the kind of the one that this lady's building or has built is exactly the thing I would be fine with. But yeah, Silver Eagle, I'm taking all this advice on board. Cheers, thank you. I kind of thought by now it'd be quite intuitive as well. Like, it'll just, I can see that sometimes it's trying to correct itself, but I don't even know where I'd find that. Yeah, I see that's where the designers come in. Play a lot. You think of a designers transform your ideas into machine understandable design. Developers work on it. Yeah. I know, I went on Fiverr and tried to find some people. Bloody hell, it's not that cheap. I just haven't got the money as well at the moment. Living in bloody London where it sucks every penny out of you. Council tax gone up to 205 quid where I am. Bastards. I'm in debt because I've had so many failed business ideas. Oh. Oh well, guys, you gotta live in it. You just gotta fucking try things, innit? As you get older, the sense of urgency increases as well. It's not even like I want to be super rich or famous. It's not even that. It's more like just getting things you want to do out of the way, Yeah, I need to hire some people from India. Definitely. I'm meeting a lot of people now when I go to these events and stuff. They all come from India, man. There was a lady who come from Kolkata the other day, like I was chatting to. She just came over to do this exhibition. And they're just so smart when it comes to bloody computers. The technology that they've got on display, you think, bloody hell. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna consider doing that because Because bloody every tutorial that I watch, it's an Indian person. See, because what the exciting bit here is going to be is when I do put this all into chat.
And
See, I've got her in slow motion. She's
now see.
Can you see? You can hear
What is
I've slowed down the video. So she's going, now see, what is this? And every time she finishes something, she always goes, and that's it. Like it's a walk in the bloody park. Okay, now she said, that's it. I've done a lot of things wrong here. But anyway, I'm gonna...
by lazy? By lazy create a lazily initialized retrofit instance means that the instance will only be created when its first exists, and then subsequent access will reuse the existing instance. Got it?
No.
Then inside it, a HTTP logging interceptor is configured to log HTTP request and response details. Then an OK HTTP client is created with this interceptor. Then
Can I ask the AI to summarize the video and copy the code for you? Can I do that? Can I ask the AI to summarize a video for me? Didn't know you can do that. Well, I'm going to copy this code now. I'll show you. Well, let's go. I'll show you. I'm going to put it into... Let's see what it does. Oh, you are almost there, but there are a few. Damn.
You're almost there, but there are a few issues in your code. Problems. 1. HTTP logging interceptor is referenced as a class, but you're not actually instantiating it. 2. OH client and retrofit need imports. Ensure they're included. 3. You're not defining a retrofit service interface getter, API property. 4. Base URL is not defined. You'll need to add it if it isn't elsewhere. Fixed and complete version. Kotlin package com.example.tekanova.api. Import OK HTTP port OK HTTP 3.logging and applicable for HTTP logging retrotube and retrofit. Import retrofit2.converter.json.json converter factory object retrofit instance. Private.
finally, a retrofit builder is used to configure the base URL, then JSON factory conversion, then set the OK HTTP client, and lastly build the retrofit instance. Next, I have created another lazy property named as API, which creates an implementation of the news API interface using retrofit instance. And that's it. Our retrofit part is also done. Now in next video we will cover database part. So stay tuned for that, okay? So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel.
A CRM shouldn't set your teams back. It should revolutionize.
You to watch that one. Welcome back to my name it as news repository. Did open Android Studio. Right click on repository package and create a new class. Name it as news repository. And done. Now, what's the general meaning of repository? It means a place or a container where something is deposited or stored, right? Same we will be going to do in this news repository with the help of article database and retrofit instance which we created before. Okay, so I write here as well db and declare article database class. Article database class and declare article database class and retrofit instance which we created before. Okay, so I write here as well db and declare article database class. Then inside it I'm going to create 5 functions: get headlines function, search news function, upsert function, get favorite news function, and delete article function. We have already created these 5 functions, but this time we will call all of them as methods in the...
We didn't create an article database though. Where did she create an article database, me? I don't remember that. Oh, Christ. We did not create an article database. I followed everything. When did we create an article database? Did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, Java in Java. Yes, but we didn't create anything in there. There's nothing in there. She's got article DAO, article database converters in there, and there's nothing in my DB file. I just created it. Now the problem is I don't know what kind of file that is. So I'm gonna try. Is that a resource directory? Article DAO.
respective function. So first we need to call it place or a container with and retrofit instance which we created before. Okay, where something is deposited or stored, right? Same we will be going to do in this news repository with the help of article database.
This is success with SEMrush. It's getting new customers online while spending less and improving.
Creating data, refresh your memory, table and a primary key. So let's create it. First, above article data class, three of them. Now we already have an article. First, go to article. If you remember, this was a JSON data that was converted into article data class, right? Basically, this is an article only like a template. So when we save an article in favorite, then all the parameters present inside it like author, content, description and all are also
Here's how I got my team to use Monday Sales CRM and actually like it. Let me start by saying it's so easy to use that I won the
and here mention the default API key value which we created as a constant. And inside it, query it. In return, inside it a client which creates an implementation. So when we save an article in favorite, then all the parameters like create. Now let's move to our second component that is DAO. Is now favorite article like first right click on DB package, save an article in favorite, and then all first go to article. If you remember, this was a JSON data that was converted into article data class, right? Basically, first go to article. If you remember, this was a JSON data that was converted into article data class, right? Basically, this is an article only like a template. So when we save an article in favorite, then all the parameters present inside it like author, content, description and all are also saved as stable columns, but very stable. That we will create now. But before that, let me refresh your memory. From database consists of three components: entity, DAO, that is database access object, and database. So entity defines data structure, DAO provide method for data access, and database serves as a main access point. Got it? We will create classes for all three of them. So first, let's start with entity. Entity and all, which means we'll be storing the. So if you Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will continue with our news app. In the previous video, we have set up retrofit. So if you have not yet watched it, I'll highly recommend you to watch that first and then watch this video. Now, in this video, we will cover mostly room database part, like creating database and writing queries. Okay? But you will be wondering why is there a need of room database? Because we'll be saving our favorite news article in the favoritically. This is our article only like a template. So when we save an article in favorite, then all the parameters present inside it like
Oh my god, why is this so difficult? Totally lost me, man.